Hello, Degens! Welcome to Degenerate Takes. I am the Brofict One. AJ with me, as always, is with the man with the numbers, the sportsbook whisperer, Mr. Noah Engelbretson. Noah, how the hell you doing today?
Hey Jay, I'm doing great. Looks like Purdue is losing. Arizona won. Auburn losing earlier this week. So, I'm thinking the Wildcats are going to be number two in the rankings here coming up.
Oh, oh, number two, Noah, you and I just live streamed the game, and honestly, watching U of A play, I love it. I love it. U of A is looking super nice. Love them going to number two. But Noah, today we're not talking about number two. We are trying to talk about number one because this week, this Sunday, has been dedicated to one of the best sporting events to ever touch the face of the earth. Noah, we are talking about the NFL Super Bowl. And Noah, this one is one that you and I did not see coming whatsoever. Well, you saw half of it coming. I saw none of it coming whatsoever. You obviously having the Rams to win it all. And we have the Rams going against the Bengals in SoFi Stadium. However, the way everything works out, the Bengals are going to be the home team and the Rams are going to be the away team. That really doesn't matter though, because in my opinion, it doesn't seem like the Rams have any fans to even fill the stands. And that was a nice little
Yeah.
poem that I put together right there for you, Noah. Noah, we have a lot to talk about this game. There is a lot to talk about, but I want to hear your initial thoughts. Bengals Rams, what are you thinking?
I mean, I took the Rams at the beginning of the season at 12 to 1 odds. And I'm not shying away. Like, I don't even feel like I need to hedge on this. I mean, I might like hedge to just like cover my initial bet, but I like I don't know. I'm still kind of riding with the Rams. The fact that I got them at 12 to 1 at the beginning of the season. I think I think I just ride that. I don't think I even need to hedge.
Now, let's go ahead and
And
let's
and
dive
I
into it.
love
Sorry.
I love Joe Burrow. I love the Bengals, but um given the fact that I just have the Rams straight up, I mean, I'm the only thing I might do is take the Bengals on the spread, which I wish I did earlier because now they're down to 3.5. They were at like
Yep.
6.5 earlier in the week, but
They opened at three. Bengals and Rams opened at 3.5.
no, they were at 6.5 at some point.
Oh, that might have been a nice little offshore book you were looking at, Noah, because I have not seen them at 6.5 all week. I mean, for the last 2 weeks.
All right, well, whatever. Either way,
It doesn't matter. But Noah, let's go ahead and let's talk about the Rams because a lot of narratives being written by them right now. This is the perfect Hollywood story. You got a guy who comes in from out of town who has never won a playoff game, never won a division, never done anything, and Matthew Stafford come in, starts having a great season, and then you bring in a wide receiver who honestly looked like nothing but a detriment to an organization, but it turns out to be nothing but a help to an organization, and Odell Beckham Jr. And then you, before the playoffs start, you bring in a safety who hasn't played in 2 years in Weddle Noah. This team
Weddle's
was made
playing.
for Hollywood.
Weddle's God. Weddle's playing great though.
Weddle's playing great, but my point being, this team was made for Hollywood, especially. I'm sorry, I forgot about the Von Miller action that's happening on the other end of the field,
True.
while you have
True.
Aaron Donald chilling on the other side. Noah, this is an organization that said we're going to LA and we are going to be filled with stars that can win a Super Bowl, and that is where we are at right now. I know you're big on the Rams and big on Matthew Stafford. How do you feel going into the Super Bowl knowing that they are the favorite by 4 points now at most sports books. 4.5, 5. I've seen it at 3.5 at some places. This line is everywhere depending on the place you go. But Noah, they are the favorite outright. How are you feeling? And what do you think this Hollywood team needs to do to have a Hollywood ending?
Um, AJ, to answer your question, I feel comfortable.
Comfortable.
And the funny thing is, this is the most comfortable I have felt about this team since like week 10.
Wow.
This Rams team is, put me through the ringer a little bit, made me a little bit nervous on numerous occasions. But the position they're sitting in right now, I feel comfortable. I don't feel confident. And confident is not the word because Joe Burrow is an absolute stud and he can do whatever. But I feel comfortable, not confident, comfortable.
No, and I don't blame you. No, if I'm a Rams fan, if I'm a Rams bettor at this time, I feel very good going into this situation. You have arguably the best. No, not arguably because you're in the Super Bowl. You have the best defensive front in the game. Aaron Donald on one end, Von Miller on the other, and then two guys I wish I knew their names on the interior. They just do damage. And I saw a quote earlier. I'm
Pretty
sorry, I
sure
saw
Robert
Mike.
Robert Quinn, who former Bears
Oh, Robert Quinn,
player, I
former
think
Bears, shout out. Thank God
he's
you
on
got
there
out of
too.
town. Congrats on getting out of town and making it to a Super Bowl, seriously. But I saw a mic'd up earlier today with Aaron Donald. I don't know what game it was. It just showed Aaron Donald in the defense. And he kept saying, make a play. This is what you trained for. This is what you worked for. Go out there and make a big play. And I am about that. I love what Aaron Donald is about. I love what this Rams team is about. Matthew Stafford, arguably the not even a surprise quarterback, but just a quarterback that just continued to do everything and finally got the recognition. I mean, it would be poetic. It would be poetic for Matt Stafford to go to a team in the first year, pull a Tom Brady, and win a Super Bowl with all of these weapons around him. It really would, Noah. And that's why, looking at this game and everything, I can see the Rams winning. I really can. I really can see the Rams winning. But then, no, we got to talk about the Bengals. I mean, I don't know about you. I didn't expect jack shit from this team going into this season. And here we are
Well,
talking about them.
they were projected to finish last in their division, so
And I
that's all you
believe,
need.
oh, do I
That
have
that
it
is,
up
that
here?
is that is that is all you need to know about them is that they were projected to finish last in their division, and they won the division, and now they're in the Super Bowl. So
Oh, that's the one week I don't. That's the one thing I don't have up. Wow. Wow, sorry. I thought I had what we said they would be at the beginning of the season up. Apparently, I have those in my other folder. But yeah, no, they were supposed to be the worst division, the worst team in the league because of that O line in general. They let
I can tell you, I picked them to only be a five or like a 4 or 5 win team. So um, I was
maybe I picked
yeah,
six, maybe I picked five, but I mean not much
I
higher.
w- I was dead fucking wrong on this team.
Yeah, we have both been dead wrong about this team. I've been on the right side of them one time when I bet against them. When I
Joe
bet against the
Burr,
Chiefs a couple weeks ago, but Joe
Joe Burr,
Burrow,
Joe Shiesty. Dude's a stud.
Joey Money, Joey touchdowns, Joey literally everything, bro. I mean that man. I mean, like regardless of what happens in this game, the man's a legend. The man is
He
a
did.
stone cold legend. I will smoke a cigar after the championship game because you don't know how many are coming after you. I mean, that is a quote for the century, Noah.
Yeah, and let's get into our picks then here.
Well, hold on. We gave the Rams a lot of. I do want to talk about the Bengals for a little bit more because they do have an incredible offense in Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, T. Higgins, everyone like that. But however, Noah, as we both know, their defense has been a struggle this season, not getting to the quarterback, giving up easy plays. What do you think is going to be more detrimental to them? I guess I'm trying to ask their offensive line or their defense.
Their offensive line, obviously, but they counteract that with the fact that Joe Burrow is able to shift around in the pocket. Like he's tremendous at that, and he's tremendous at like extending plays and doing all that. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I do think the Rams have the edge here, but Joe Burrow definitely a slippery quarterback.
Definitely a slippery quarterback. And that is something the Rams have struggled with in the past, but we will see how that plays out this Sunday. Noah, let's get into our picks as you suggested earlier. I want to go over the odds one more time. Rams -4. The total is at 48.5. Money line, Rams -200, Bengals +166. Noah, where are you going with this? Are you hedging your bet at all? Or are you sticking with your pick at the beginning of the season with the Rams winning the Super Bowl?
I'm taking Rams -3.5. Easy. Like I said, I love Joe Burrow, but I think the Rams cover that. Like the Rams are just they're just a better team. They're just a better team. That's why. And the better team doesn't always win. So I'm not saying the Bengals won't win or cover, but like the Rams are the better team here. They're deeper. They have more talent. So I'm going with the Rams.
Noah, I like to be a responsible gambler. I really do. And you and I would say we agree on 70% of our picks. I'd say 70% we agree on our picks, right? We're both about on the same page about everything. And I think on this case, we are completely off. And I think it has to do with one thing and one thing only. I used to work for Disney. And when I worked for Disney, I would deal with fairy tales all the time. And so you're telling me I have a quarterback who's coming back off of a broken leg because his O-line is the worst in the league, and he somehow manages to get sacked by the Titans 9 times, and then comes back, not get sacked at all, and wins the AFC Championship against the Chiefs, and he's in the Super Bowl. Noah, I'm sticking with the fairy tale. I'm taking Bengals +4, and then I'm also placing, honest to God, my largest wager in my life on Bengals money line. No shame. No shame. Bengals money line. Largest wager of my life. Honest to God, Noah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right here, right now. Lock of the century. Bengals money line.
Well, have fun losing money.
I will. I will have a great time winning money and enjoying all of that wager. Anyway, Noah, this is going to be our last broadcast before the Super Bowl. Do you have anything to say to the Degens regarding any? Well, no. Well, I guess we gotta stop for a second. I'm sorry. We gave our picks for the Super Bowl, but do you have any prop bets for the Super Bowl you're looking
at? I gotta do my due diligence on those, but stay off of the fucking coin toss. That's a stupid ass bet.
Tails.
All right. Well, you're a fucking.
Of the time, it's tails.
Well, okay. So you're a stupid ass who's. So you're a stupid ass who's buying into the fucking coin toss. Stay off of the coin toss. Stay off of the Gatorade color. Stay off of all those. They're all fucking stupid bets. Bet the real props like anytime touchdowns or over under on yards, over under on touchdowns, stuff like that. Bet the right props. Don't bet the stupid fucking props that Vegas wants you to bet. because they just rake in money on those.
So with that
AJ
being
doesn't
said,
obviously doesn't agree because AJ's totally buying into the bullshit. So
well,
that's okay.
this is called Degenerate Takes and Degenerate Bets. So with that being said, I will go ahead and take tails on the coin toss. Evan McPherson over 1.5 field goals made. And then, oh God, what was the last one? Shit.
Gatorade color
Oh,
probably.
no. OBJ over 2.5 touchdowns.
Over 2.5 touchdowns.
No,
What is that
excuse
like?
me. I'm sorry. You're right.
What is that like
Over
plus a
one and a half.
million?
Over 1.5 touchdowns. Excuse me.
I was gonna say over 2.5. What is that like plus a million for him to catch
It's
three
1.5.
to catch
No, 2.5
three
wasn't.
touchdown passes?
Two. It was. I was misspoken, Noah. Okay. It was 1.5. And it was like plus 4,000. OBJ +2. Anytime touchdown. Love to see it. With that being said,
Mike Vrabel won Coach of the Year.
we already talked about that in the last stream.
Did we?
Yeah, I announced it as
Oh,
breaking news.
I'm definitely behind.
Oh, it's okay. No, we've all been behind. But no, going into Super Bowl weekend, do you have anything else to say to the Degenerates besides follow us on social media at Degenerate Takes on Instagram and Twitter and DgenTake69 on TikTok for our biggest announcement to date. One that will, honest to God, shape the sports world for time to come. No, do you have anything else to say?
I mean, Purdue lost by 24 to Michigan. So all I'm saying is number two ranked Arizona should be number one because Gonzaga, whatever. But we can get into that on a different day. We can, that debates.
You muted yourself again, bro. You muted yourself again. Because I can't hear you.
There must be a hotkey because I didn't click anything on the mouse, but I must have hit something on the keyboard here. But
you must.
Either way,
if you have nothing else to say, I'm going to say Bengals money line one more time. The biggest announcement in sports media industry in the last 25 years coming on Monday through our Twitter account. Please follow us, like, share, subscribe, all that bullshit, and we'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.